Hi.
Oh, hi.
Paul.
Tim.
Doing a thing.
Yeah, we are.
Doing a you thing.
Yes, we are.
So we've had a running joke about all of the things that Tim should know and doesn't.
Yeah.
And it's my turn now.
Yeah.
This is probably something I should know.
You know.
And I don't.
I don't know. You definitely know Closer by 9 Inch Nails.
Yes, I know 2 9 Inch Nail songs.
What's the other one?
Hurt.
Oh, Hurt. Because of Johnny Cash.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I've heard their version. It's nice.
It's very different topic.
It's very different, but like...
Very different, dealing with drug addiction and other things like that.
I mean, Johnny Cash wasn't a...
No, but Johnny Cash turned that into more of a beautiful song.
Yes.
And a I'm going away, goodbye kind of song.
Yes.
That's not what Trent Reznor was trying to do.
Not.
But I figured we'd start here. This is earlier 9 Inch Nails.
Okay.
Second album.
Okay, so this is... I'm assuming this is before...
Before Closer.
Okay.
Closer's third album. Depends. There's a lot of EPs and stuff in between.
Mm-hmm.
But this is Wish. This was one of their bigger early hits.
Okay.
And 9 Inch Nails is a weird one because it later on just becomes Trent Reznor doing Trent Reznor things.
So like Panic at the Disco, where it's just like...
Yes, it is exactly that.
Or it's just like, yeah, we start with Panic at the Disco, and then we end with Brendan doing Panic at the Disco.
Yes, essentially that. Not that it's bad or anything. It's just it's kind of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have gone through the 9 Inch Nails and come out in other bands, so it's interesting. But this is an earlier one. I figured this is where we'll start, so you can get a little bit of a heavier 9 Inch Nails. I don't think it's going to be scary for you, but
we don't know because it is a 90s.
God, we just never know. Because every time we go back and watch these, I've probably seen this video 1,000 times, and it's like, oh right, that awful thing that would definitely scar Paul. I forgot was in this video.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be fine. I hit the wrong button, Paul.
You did.
I did it. Did you see me do it?
Mm-hmm.
In my defense, it was all black. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Early industrial, mainstream industrial.
This is the first day of my last day. Build it up, now take it apart. Climbed up real high, now fall out the fall. No need for me to stay. Last thing left.
This feels like it would be in like Underworld.
Yes.
It's a really good driving beat.
Yeah.
Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
This is actually not bad.
Yeah, I didn't think this would bother you in any way.
No.
It's just, I don't know. I feel like we've had hit and miss with industrial, and 9 Inch Nails is one of the biggest industrial bands. Them and Ministry are like the top.
Okay.
You know, they're kind of like the pioneers for this era of industrial, really. Ministry coming out in the late-ish 80s, really, and kind of forming from... It's funny how industrial and, like, new wave, like, pop music kind of merge.
I can see that, because, like, the new wave was very, very electronic.
Electronic-based, yes.
So it was very experimental at the time. So, like, experimenting and just continue to experiment. You get to industrial, so it's, like, it's not that crazy of a leap.
So bands from that era, like, some turned into Ministry. Some turned into, like, Depeche Mode would be, like, the other way, you know? So it's kind of interesting. But I think 9 Inch Nails is a little more acceptable than Ministry. He's got such a good voice, where I guess not everybody's going to love Al Jurgensen's growly, barky bullshit voice, but I like it. But so far, you're good?
Yeah, this is good. This is absolutely fine. Like, this is more fine than, like, most of the stuff you're like, hey, want to go back and explore the 90s? Bet you didn't want to now. But now this is, like, this is nothing. There's nothing in this video so far that has hurt me. Like Skunk and Nancy or something like that. Where it's just like,
yeah, that one was mean.
That was mean.
That's the meanest I've ever been to you.
No, it's not.
That's true.
It's so not.
Yeah, you're right. That wasn't malicious. It was just mean. You ready?
Yeah. interesting backdrop.
Yeah.
It's way faster than what I expect from 9 Inch Nails.
Right.
But again, my own frame of reference is 2 songs, so it's not really...
That's why I also chose this one. Organized chaos kind of sound.
It feels like it, yeah.
I think like good industrial should sound like that.
Well, also that bass is killing it. So like...
Moonsaults for no reason.
Feels very much like the Craft.
I mean,
the Craft Underworld, like it feels very much.
He might have even produced the Underworld soundtracks.
Could have,
because he started getting into that stuff, around that time frame.
Let us know if he did.
I know he did like the Lost Highway soundtrack. He had a lot to do with. And that was definitely a way to get your band more exposure back then.
Well, yeah,
like. Soundtracks were the ultimate. They were on the Natural Born Killer soundtrack, I believe.
It even shows that like Charmed and Buffy like broke bands.
Yep.
Because of that kind of stuff. WB was like really on the cutting edge on that. Okay, there was nothing on there. It was Nightmare Fuel.
Yeah.
That was not bad.
No, it's kind of interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think there's definitely some industrial bands I'm probably forgetting that like you would love so much more. Probably. Because like
no, this is actually
we've done this, we've done Orgy, we did Ministry, and like,
I had no issue with Orgy.
Yeah, so like
Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Yep, we did Mindless Self-Indulgence.
Which I wasn't as big a fan of.
That's a lot more chaos.
Yeah.
For sure. And that's the fun of it. You either like it or you don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've done a lot of industrial.
I've been trying. We did Fear Factor.
Yeah.
Fear Factory.
Which I wasn't too big a fan of. Like,
it
wasn't
surprised.
bad. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't like...
I've been curious if we should try Fear Factory again.
So, like, some people, and I don't necessarily know if it was Fear Factory, but, like, sometimes it's just a voice. Like,
I
just don't like the voice of it. Because,
fun.
like, there's some people that are, like amazing artists. And I'm just like, not a fan of the voice.
It's just not for me.
Yeah,
I mean, that's fine.
I just don't like it. And it's just, like, it just doesn't vibe with me.
Mm-hmm.
And then, basically, it's like, since it doesn't vibe with me, it feels like nails on a chalkboard, and I don't want it.
9 Inch Nails on a chalkboard.
No, this is not. This is actually not at all. But like every now and then, it's just weird where it's just like, oh, there should be nothing wrong with this.
Mm-hmm. And it just doesn't jive.
Yeah.
I hear you.
There's a band that you have shown me that like it checked off literally every box
and just nothing.
And it was just nothing. Yeah. I was just like, no, don't
Why?
like it at all.
Don't know. I'm not digging it.
Don't dig it. I'll tell you when we click off. But like, yeah, it was just like, I should love everything about this. The video was good. Everything is good. And like, I just can't stand it. But that's not this. This is actually pretty cool. So if you guys want us to go down a rabbit hole of 9 Inch Nails, we can, because like, again, I got 2 songs.
You got 3 now.
I got 3 now, but like I got 2 songs of reference, and now I have 3 songs of reference. So like people are still like, why does he not know more? I don't know why.
There's at least 1 video before this, maybe 2. I'm trying to remember.
I can tell you why, because Y100 died before this. That's what happened. My exposure...
I mean, it didn't die before this, but it didn't play this.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh, this is MMR.
This might have been MMR. Yeah, maybe.
YSP.
YSP would have been more likely to play this.
Yeah. So YSP died.
They skewed heavier.
Yeah. So like Y100 died, YSP died. Like we only got 1 rock station basically.
Yeah.
Like we have a couple more, but like they're not to the level of like MMR here.
Yeah.
Whereas like Like they'll put on like their own concerts, like that level of thing. Like we this was right around that time where like the Philly area was being purged of all that kind of stuff. It's like, oh, you're not top 40 or Jack Radio, you're gone.
So you want more Nine Inch Nails?
This is pretty good, yeah. So
I like that I could show you so much Nine Inch Nails and they'd just be completely different.
Well, because like this is completely different from what I have. Because like Closer and Hurt are much slower songs, almost ballads.
Yeah.
But like with a very industrial edge. Whereas this is a little bit more rock.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it.
This song was like a little radio friendly, but not much.
I could see this kind of being radio friendly.
They were just starting to get their feet
Yeah.
wet musically and exposure wise.
Yeah, I could definitely see this being on like YSP.
Yeah.
Like definitely could. But yeah, so let us know where you want to go from here. Obviously skew older because the newer stuff I might know of, but definitely obviously
we could try both. It's fine. I know less of the newer stuff.
Like
I didn't keep up with it. Like
we could do like if you find a really good performance of Closer or Hurt.
Good. Yeah.
Let us know. We'll throw it on a Wednesday.
Any other industrial backs that we haven't tackled that you want?
Yes.
I know a bunch, but we'll get to them.
So I should probably make an industrial tab.
Probably.
At this point, because we probably have gotten to that. But I'm also going to need, I'm going to need you to go through that spreadsheet and tell me what I need to put on here, because I don't want another thing that people can yell at me about. That's not industrial.
Shut up. Shut up is the answer.
Yeah. So yeah, like, subscribe, all that kind of fun stuff. Catch them out on Capes and Scowls. Catch me out on Campfire Ashes, their podcasts. You can find them on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, wherever you find your podcasts. The links to the original video, as well as our merch links on our Patreon, with the description down below.
Thanks.
Yeah. We'll catch you next time.